can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Here are the five for the Wildcats. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Johnson. And it's Williams at the small forward. Here are the Wildcats.
And looking back to last season, they won this season series as you'd expect.
In their eyes, that's just taking care of business. They believe they're supposed to beat this team, but they'll have to see how the season series shakes out.
Here's Lowe. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. He was all alone on that one. So, Greg, with All-Star voting underway, there are plenty of deserving players, but only 12 spots for each conference. It is very difficult to choose.
And that's why it feels like someone gets snubbed every year. I'd love to see the league expand the rosters to 15 spots. Remember, we had 12-man rosters back when there were only 9 teams. And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Johnson for three. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. Well, head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, there was definitely some contact there on the three-point attempt.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And that one falls for Johnson. And the second free throw, good. And he makes all 3.
Well, when you send him to the line, you know what the outcome is likely to be.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Wolverines shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, and over the course of the season, they're a respectable 78%. That comes in handy in close games.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. So he gets them both. Here's Lowe. Here's Magician. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Johnson outside. Banked in off the glass.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
The Wolverines have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Shoots the 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wildcats. Outside Williams. Pass to Magician. Now Johnson.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's Magician. Shot clock at 6. And it's the Wildcats Wildcats with another.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
See, this is what analytics don't take into account. Some guys thrive in the mid-range. Really depends on the shooter. It's actually kind of lazy.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And a moment here to see the standings for the Eastern Conference. And you know, guys, some interesting stories have unfolded here as we move through the middle of the season. You look at the Wildcats. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And checking out the Wolverines, they're 5 spots away.
Well, right now for the Wildcats, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
But it's something we expected. This team was built to compete with anyone.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Three-pointer. Rebound. Wildcats.
In that one, they owned the backboards. Most of the second chance opportunities went to them.
And you could tell it was demoralizing for their opponent, missing out on all those extra possessions.
Now here's Johnson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. It's good. And it's 6 points for Magician.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. There's the steal. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician. Down low, Magician, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
They need this, and he's good on the 3-ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. It's the Wildcats up 7. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Wildcats.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
So on the floor for the Wildcats. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Magician. Then it's Magician. And it's Magician in at the 2-guard spot. And with the trend, Greg, toward a faster pace, do you miss watching those grinded-out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Well, I miss playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
The Wolverines shooting their third free throw attempt of the game. So both teams changing it up here.
Shot.
Wildcats leading by 4. Here's Lowe. Inside. Here's Garrison. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
The Wildcats shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. There's the pick from the arc. And it's Magician with the rebound. Wildcats leading by 6. Pass to Lowe. Good. A nice assist for Williams. Lowe's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey, the NBA studies other leagues. Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm a fan of what baseball did with the pitch clock and the size of bases, increasing the engagement and the entertainment value of the game. If they're able to make changes, certainly we shouldn't be afraid to do the same. Back over to you, Kevin.
Some forward thinking. Allie, we thank you very much. Here's Lowe. The Wolverines making their last shot. Shoots from 12. That shot missing. The Wolverines have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And that one drops for him.
Nice feed inside, saw the play develop, and hit him right when he needed to.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Both teams will make substitutions. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. You look at the Magician, so solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here's Lowe. He has 5. Pass to Magician. Here's Magician, and that one hits back iron. The Wolverines have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The Wolverines working the ball around. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Shoots from 8. Rebound, Wildcats. They've led by as much as 10. To the inside, Reno, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Fires for 3, hits it from three-point range. He's got 6.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pass to Lowe. Here's Magician, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Magicians checked in for the Wildcats. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. There's the 3. And it's Magician with the rebound. Wildcats leading by 6. Williams passes to Johnson. Here's Magician. Pass to Magician. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Johnson. Wolverines grab the miss.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road. Take good shots and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Wildcats shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
First free throw is good. So for the Wildcats, Magician comes in for Magician, and Magician subbed in for the Magician. He hits both from the stripe.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Tries it from 19. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Wildcats. They've led by as much as 10.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
No good. Shot missing. That'll do it for the first half. Wildcats lead by 6. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
Greetings, everyone. Let's first take a look at the players of the week in both conferences. What do you think about our Eastern Conference winner?
Oh, he does a lot for this team. Controls the pace, keeps everyone involved, and then he can score.
He has a great mix of point guard qualities. Makes this offense almost impossible to stop. And let's dig into the first half now. Things looking pretty good for the Wildcats.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those degrees you have. Calculated degrees, very consistent approach, man. I'm telling you, man, just like you.
Yeah, you can't speed them up or slow them down.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Magician.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Wildcats leading by 6. Outside Williams, takes a 3, doesn't go for him. Well, 50% from the floor. And for the Wildcats, we've got Williams. Magician is out there with the Magician. Then it's Johnson, and it's Lowe in at the point guard position. And for the Wildcats, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Here's Magician. And it's blocked. Out to the wing. Second half just getting started, about a minute 20. The 3. That shot off. Good work defensively by Johnson. Finished off the break. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
Get it out ahead on the break. That's what you want to do, and he delivered with that pass.
On the wing. Rebound. Wildcat. Magician's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Lowe. Here's Magician. Launches it. Good on the triple. And it's 8 points for Johnson.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's gonna put his foot on the pedal.
Lets it go with the 3. Wolverines again missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the chart. Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. The fader. Clock at 6. Williams comes with the double team. The Wolverines need to get a shot on. Misses from the corner. Wildcats leading by 11. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The NBA understands its future is electronic. Commissioner Adam Silver said the vast majority of people consume us through media, not in person. Our social media audience is the highest of any league and continuing to grow exponentially. So there's no lack of interest in this game. Back to you guys.
It is a beautiful thing. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Can they get it? And it's Magician with the rebound. Magician's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Timeout, Wildcats.
Magicians checked in for Williams. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. 1:21 left here in the third quarter. Here's Grady. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Low the pass to Magician. Wildcats passing it around. Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. The 3 ball. The Wildcats again cannot hit. And the Wolverines with possession. They're scoreless since the first half. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. There's a screen. Low. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Drops in the layup for 2. 9 points in the game so far. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Wildcats. They lead by 13. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
And the ability to drop your jaw with the pass is something you rarely see in this league. What a talent he is.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul, first team foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Wildcats?
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
He hits both from the stripe. Wildcats leading by 11. So on the floor for the Wildcats. They got the Magician. Magician is out there with Williams. Then it's Johnson, and it's Magician in at the 2. Nice move. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for 2, number 21.
The first free throw is good. He doesn't get the second one. And for the Wildcats, they're shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. To the middle. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Magician. There's the pick. Williams passes to Moreno. And he drives in. Wolverines grab the miss. From outside the arc, knocks down the 3-ball.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
Here's Magician, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Lets it go from deep, and the Wolverines another 3.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And Jamahl Mosley has called timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. So for the Wildcats, Magician's checked in for the Magician. Magician comes in for Magician. And Magician subbed in for the Magician. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hi, guys. Well, Jamahl Mosley was just reviewing the plan with his team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
He appreciated Allie. Thank you. Here's low, and they call an illegal screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Wolverines working the ball around. Misses the wing three.
And then they continue to control the glass.
Here's Magician. Johnson knocks down the three.
Well, after an uneven first half, he's managed to right the ship and get things going.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Count it!
What I want to know is, where is the rim protection? That was just too easy.
Williams outside. Johnson outside. Williams outside. Here's Magician. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from 18. Does not go. The Wolverines have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. He's guarded by Williams. Williams with the steal. And pushing it up here, the Wildcats. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player putting an opponent in harm's way. And as much as you just saw him do there, glad they pinned a flagrant on.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game here. Here's Magician. Johnson fires. And the 3 misses.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter of this one. It's tipped. Williams with the steal. Now, here's Johnson. Here's Magician. Whoops, they pick off the pass. It's off target. Here are the Wildcats. Johnson surveying the floor. Now Williams. Puts up the 3, and there's the 3.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Clearly a foul.
First personal foul, third team foul. At the line for your Wolverines, Cardone, taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And so he makes both from the line. see the Wildcats taking the win here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Magician.